Some of you guys gotta realize something. You gotta take action. Let's talk about it. Okay. I'm not singing all that. But what I want to talk about today is I want to talk about taking action. So, this is the biggest and best thing that you could do in literally every single area of your life, not just trading. Like, obviously, I'm a trading channel, but like, you can literally apply this to any single part of your life that you want to do something more with. And what do I mean by taking action? I'm gonna just start off what a lot of things that I see in people who want to make something great of themselves or be great at something that they love to do, or they want to like just do something in general, right? They're always, what if, like, what if I was a funded trader? What if I was profitable? Or what if I was able to bench 200, 225? Or what if I was able to start this business? Or what if I was able to um, create my own company? Or I'm going to create this plan on how to make my own company. Or I just made myself a full workout plan for 5 months to get me in shape. Or I just made a step-by-step process on how to become funded and how to pass an eval or how to become a good trader. And that's all sweet, right? Oh, you're able to. Oh, you made a plan. Oh, good for you. Take action, bro. Okay, you can create. Okay, you can create anything. Like, you could say you're gonna do something. You can want to do something, and you could make a whole plan about it. You could fucking, I don't know. You could tell everybody, yeah, I'm gonna start going to the gym, get in shape, bench 225 pounds, right? You can do all of that and feel great about yourself, right? Oh, I'm making steps in the right direction. Oh yeah, I made this plan. Like, I'm ready to become jacked. No, that is not how this world works, bro. What this world works and revolves around is consistency, passion, and we'll touch on that, and discipline, right? You can want all those things. You could want all of those things so bad, right? You could want to bench 225 pounds so bad that you want nothing else in life. But if you don't take action, you're never going to get it. Plain and simple. No ifs, no buts, no nothing. If you don't take action and you don't take the first step in the direction of actually doing the thing, you're never going to make progress. You're just going to sit in a constant state of dopamine talking, saying, how are you going to do this? How are you going to do that? I'm going to be great. I'm going to be everything. And then not take action? Like, are you stupid? This is something I struggled with a little bit when I started working out. And it's stupid. And it's sad to see people think this is how the world works, but it's not. You can, like I was saying, have all these dreams, have all these aspirations, but if you're not taking action on them every single day, not only, okay, let's say you take action like one day and then the next day you don't, you're regressing, right? Every single day you're not taking action and working towards your goals or what you want, you're regressing, right? It's blunt. There's no other way to put it. You're regressing, and you're just going back you're regressing to the start. You're regressing to how you started when you had all these dreams of what you wanted to do. You're going right back to there. And until you take action again and keep taking action, those results are never going to come, right? A man who puts in 100% of everything he can give. If you can only, and with your heart, you can only put 10% in today, and you give 100% of that 10%, you're making progress. A man who puts in work every single day when nobody's watching, when morale is low, when doubt is high, when you think nothing's working, nothing's aligning, what am I doing with myself? The man or woman, doesn't matter, who pushes through that and is able to persevere and continue to take action and continue to compound that is going to be the most successful person in life, right? Discipline, like, you don't just magically get discipline. That's another thing that I had to learn the hard way. It doesn't just come to you, right? Oh yeah, you get the 3 a.m. motivation, bro. You don't get that every day. So discipline, right, is built after constant repetition of following through with your word. So if you're saying you're gonna do all this, right? Oh, I'm gonna bench 225, or I'm gonna work out every day, or I'm gonna trade every single day and journal those trades every day. If you're not doing that, if you're not sticking to your word, not only is that a small defeat that just tears you down throughout the day, but you're not disciplined. You're not building discipline, right? You can't just whimsically be like, "Oh, yeah, I'm feeling the discipline today." No, you're not, bro. You're delusional. And, being delusional in the right ways is great, but in that way that is super unhealthy, and that's what leads to people spiraling out of control, bro, and trying to take easier ways, like with the gym, like people taking steroids, right? They can't build the discipline to go every single day and eat right and make the progress. So what do? They turn to drugs, ruin their body just to look decent, covered in acne, your balls the size of peas, right? Um, it's crazy, and it's something a lot of people, they could watch this video. You could watch any other motivational red pill sigma video, and that's all fine and dandy, right? But not taking any action off of that, or just watching that and then just going on with your day, scrolling on TikTok, doom scrolling, fuck, going out gooning in the McDonald's after, right? Bro, come on. You gotta sit down with yourself and really ask yourself, right? Do you want this? You gotta sit down with yourself and be able to look at yourself in the mirror, or just sit down with yourself with no distractions and really ask yourself, do you want this? Because if you don't want it to the point where you're insane about it, and it's like every single day, you're compounding onto it, you're putting in 100% of the work, even when shit's rough and, life is at a low, if you're still putting in that action every single day and making the steps towards your goal, you want that. You know with all your heart that you want that, because you're able to sacrifice the comfortability of taking a day off, or, oh, I'll do it later, turning into, oh, I'll do it tomorrow, right? If you're hungry and every single day you're getting at it, even when things are rough, you know that you want that. But if you sit down with yourself and you think about what you've done since the time that you've wanted to start something, it can be anything in life. And if every single day you're not getting 1% better, you're regressing, you're making excuses to nobody except yourself, you're lying to yourself, you don't want it. And if you don't want it, find something else to do, bro. If you can't sit down and want it and put the work in every single day because you want it, then move on, bro. Find something else that you want, that you can actually do that for. Because if you can't do it, if you can't go to the gym every single day, you don't want it enough, I don't know what to tell you. Like, there's no magic fucking pill that's gonna make you wanna go, right? Dude, I love working out, but there's days I hate going there. I like, say leg day. I mean, I actually don't mind legs, but sometimes I feel like I'm sore. I will hate going and hitting legs. But you know what I'll do? I'll still go. I'll still do it, and I'll still put in the same amount of effort I put in every single other leg day. Why? Because that's how you grow your muscle. That's how you grow your mind. That's how you expand your thinking. That's how you become a better entrepreneur. You gotta do you gotta do it when it's rough, because that's when real progress is made. When you're at your low, it doesn't even have to be rock bottom, but if you're at rock bottom and you're still hungry and going after it every single day, that's when real progress is made, because you'll remember that for the rest of your life. When you were at rock bottom, you've persevered, you put in the work, the effort every single day to get your ass out of rock bottom, and not only are you not going to want to go back there, you're never going to forget how much work you put in to get where you are now. And even if, like, all right, say you're a trader and you're at rock bottom, and you persevere and you get out of rock bottom trading, but you're still not profitable, you're not gonna fucking care, because you got out of rock bottom, right? And you built that discipline with yourself to get out of rock bottom. And I think that's beautiful, and I love seeing or hearing a bit about people who are able to persevere out of that and get out of that mental state, because I was able to. I hit rock bottom at like the start of summer. The start of summer, I was at my lowest in life. I I had friends, but like I didn't have like friends. Like I didn't have the connection. Like I was just living day to day, waiting for tomorrow, waiting to go to bed so I could wake up tomorrow so I could go to bed. And it was sad. It was just a cycle, and I hated it, and I hated it so much. I had so much hatred for the cycle that I was in that I sat down with myself at like it was like 12 at night. I sat down with myself and I was just thinking, and I was like, if I don't fix this, if I don't break out of this cycle and I don't persevere, what do I have in my life? Nothing. And you know what that leads to? People trying to commit self harm or take their lives. And I never want that. I never will have that because I've learned, because almost been in that area, right? And I persevered through it, and that has taught me. And that failure of my life, that failed part of my life to me, taught me so many things that I'm grateful that I went through that. I'm grateful that I hit rock bottom because it really does teach you. And you don't have to hit rock bottom to like become, the Sigma Alpha Chad and be on your shit, right? It doesn't have to be that way. For some people, that's the slap in the face they need. But other people, they don't need that. They just need to sit down with themselves and realize, like, if they want that, if they want that thing so fucking bad, go get it. You can do anything. You can do anything you want. You can do anything you want in life if you take action. And that's what everything in life boils down to, is taking action, right? Listening to yourself. You'll never know what you could have done. And that's facts. Take action, bro. I know it's scary and it's different, and change is scary, and like we're all human. Change is scary for everybody. It was scary for me. It's scary for like a bunch of people I know. Like it's scary, bro. But once you change and look back on where you were at, you'll realize how much scarier it was being there. And that's really all I have to say. I could give you guys some motivational words. And I guess one of the things, one of my takeaways, I guess from rock bottom, or like when I was in rock bottom, is that self doubt in yourself is simply abandonment. When you doubt yourself, you're abandoning yourself. All you have is yourself in this world, right? You got your family, you got friends, you got loved ones, right? And that's all fine and dandy, right? But they're not there at those dark moments, right? They're not by your side 24/7. When you're grinding, when nobody's watching, or when you're crying alone in your room, there's not somebody with you. Like, it's you and you. So learn how to master yourself and never doubt yourself. Never doubt yourself, because you don't know the future. You don't know what you can do until you take action and do it. Um and yeah, like, you're not shit unless you struggle, bro. You won't become like you won't make it. Well, you'll make okay, that sounds iffy, but if you don't struggle and you don't fail and you don't go through those hard times, you're not gonna make it to where you want to go. Because those hard times and those failures are what teach you further in life to not make those mistakes, so you can go further with your dream or with what you want in life, bro. And I think that's also extremely beautiful, bro. Your mind and your discipline and everything is like a muscle, bro. Repetition. That's what repetition's key. Every day that you do it again and again and again and again and again, compounds onto each other and forms that discipline. And that forms the bond and the habit. It takes like a month to make a new habit. For a month straight, if you go to the gym for a month straight and give it 100% of your all, bro, that next month you're going to be fiending to go. Even when shit's rough, you're going to be fiending to go. Because you built that habit, bro. You've built that discipline. You've built that routine. Routine, discipline, habit, and taking action, bro. One of the biggest things in life. One of the biggest values in life. And with trading, sorry, your psychology is everything. So being able to sit down with yourself, take action, realize your faults, learn from your failures, all of that is just gonna make your psychology unbreakable, bro. Because you'll know yourself so well to where nothing can affect it, bro. Because the only thing that really, in reality, the only thing that really affects your psychology and really messes it up is you. overthinking, being paranoid, being anxious, FOMO, like all those emotions you feel are not only distractions, but they kill your drive. So learn how to control them, bro. You're not going to learn how to control them in a day. That is just, you're not Einstein, bro. And I don't even Einstein could do that shit. Let's be for real. But over time, you'll learn how to control them. You'll learn how to manage them. And they're still going to come, bro. You're still human. You're not an alien. They're still going to come up. But you'll be more prepared and more apt to deal with them when you do self-reflecting, when you take action, when you sit down with yourself. Everything like that, bro. So yeah, that's just what I wanted to let y'all know. Anybody struggling with anything in life, bro, the biggest thing from the bottom of my heart, bro, take action. I love and appreciate all of you, and I'll see you in the next video.